वो बोला चला गया. ठीक है, we were reading about this verse 18.14. अधिष्ठानं तथा कर्ता करणां च पृथग्विधम् विविधाश्च पृथक् चेष्टा दैवं चैवत्र पंचमम्. So there are 5 factors, right? What are the 5 factors? Performer, body, senses, and different kind of endeavor, and the super soul. So it's like one action, one activity you do, there are 5 things involved. So if you take an example of moving a hand also, left hand, moving a right hand. So you are trying to move your hand, but there are 5 activities, 5 factors are involved. Your body, right? You are desiring, and then with the help of nature, execution is happening, and super soul is approving your action. So, Paramatma.
Paramatma, even if it doesn't, Paramatma, even if he doesn't approve, इंसान तो करता ही है.
हाँ, so that we will discuss these points when we will come to question answers. So because otherwise the topic diversion will happen only in this, है ना? So here if you are saying like soul क्या करेगा? Soul will desire. Soul will desire for it, right? Since it's a live, because if we go into discussion, so if we desire, then Paramatma will sanction it, okay, and then Paramatma will sanction based on our karma credits, whether you have that karma to get this, then he will give you, and then Prakriti, material nature, will execute the instructions, right? So whenever we do one action, all these activities will happen. Now Paramatma, when we say he will sanction it based on the karma. Whether like it's like simple thing, like you want to buy something, so whether you have sufficient money to buy that or not, now that money Lord has to provide you, and then he will provide you whether you deserve it or not based on your credits, right? Then only, so you want to buy something, otherwise so everybody will have everything, right? Nobody will be struggling, there will not be any anxiety. Whatever you ask, Lord will sanction, right? But he will sanction based on our credits, karma credit, because this Bharatvarsha, this Bhumi, this place is meant for coming for, like it's a karma land, it's a karma bhumi. We will be working, and then based on that we will be able to transit from the position of cycle of repeated birth and death. So all these things are given, place is given, karmas are given, then based on that reactions will happen, right? So Lord will see whether you have karma credits, and then he will tell Prakriti to help in execution, because she is maintaining the material world, right? She will sanction it, she will execute it, okay. So now the question is about this, we discussed in one of our class also, like you have a sinful desire, then Lord, you have seen like people do so many sinful activities, they are able to do, है ना? And who is sanctioning? Why he has to sanction? Why he has to sanction all these activities? Is it required? Because Lord is sanctioning.
Because he has desired.
Because we have desired. Other day we were discussing about one example, like child is sick. He is having high fever and he has to take medicine. But he is telling, I won't take medicine. First I need ice cream. So you are saying, no, you have fever, you can't have ice cream. But he is telling, no, I won't take medicine unless you give me ice cream. He is behind, he is not taking medicine. Parents are thinking, what should we do? What will they do? Ice cream, at least this medicine is more important. That is what is happening with us. So Lord is forced to sanction because we want to. He has given one thing to us, right? Free will. Right? That's what we give to our children, or parents have given it to you people, right? That's how everybody, like we all have got freedom. So Lord has also given freedom to everyone. Now based on the freedom you choose that you have a desire, right? Now if you have a desire to go back to Godhead, He will fulfill that desire. If you don't want to go back, you want to enjoy here, okay, enjoy here. You want to enjoy in heavenly planet, He will provide you the route for getting into the heavenly planet. So you will see many spiritualists, many different organizations, many different kind of people. Everybody has a different kind of path. So everybody is chosen based on their thing. Like I want to go for this, I will take this, and Lord will give the direction accordingly. Now we will be coming to the most important part of it, like why all these things are happening, you know. So the material nature is driving, that part is clear, right? So we all have see, when we came to this material world, like we have got this material body. Now in this material body, we as a soul, we are as a capsule, we are into this body. Now we have to work. Now to work on it, there has to be some kind of arrangement by the Lord. So that kind of arrangement has been made with the different kind of nature, right? It's like it's a like beautiful world He has created with the color combination, right? Red, green, blue. That in the dunya He has created with different colors. So now these colors are three modes, right? Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. So you will see infinite, like if you mix RGB, you will get different variations, right? Different kind of color combination. Similarly, these three combination, Rajogun, Tamogun and Satogun, combination of these, we will have infinite number of people. All of us are part and parcel of Lord. All of us are made up of same earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, ego, right? Everything is same, but still we all are different. Why we are different? Because of three gunas. Those gunas are making us different. We are having different natures, right? So these goodness, passion and ignorance. Now we will talk about goodness. So these are something which you are seeing from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, we call it as, Bhagavad Gita is life manual. It is talking about life, how you should live. So we as a human being, we don't understand about ourselves only, what is our nature. So Lord is telling, giving us the dictionary. He is giving us the dictionary. This is goodness, this is passion, this is ignorance, this is what, when you do this will happen. Now we have to map where we are fit into and where we are fitting into, and based on that we can decide, okay, to come out of it what we should do. That's the overall perspective. Now we will see another shloka which is talking about mode of goodness. Mukta sango na hamvadi,
Mukta sango na hamvadi,
driti utsa samanvita,
Vidhi utsa samanvita,
siddhi asiddhyo nirvikara,
Siddhi asiddhyo nirvikara,
karta satvika uchyate.
Karta satvika uchyate.
Somebody can read.
Hare Krishna. One who performs his duty without association with the modes of material nature, without false ego, with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure, is said to be a worker in the mode of goodness. Bhagavad Gita 18.26.
Okay. So this part is clear, right? We are talking about our nature. And somebody who is driving us, material nature is driving us, right? So we have three different kind of natures. This one is talking about which one? Mode of goodness. Goodness is we call it as Satogun. Now this person, the person who is in the mode of goodness, he will be not having false ego, and he will work with great determination and enthusiasm, and without wavering in success or failure is said to be a worker. So he will not be bothered for success or failure, right? So he will be working in the mode of goodness. Now the person when he works in the mode of goodness, then what would be the, like, how there are two things associated. One is, if a person is working in the mode of satogun or goodness, how the fruits will come to him, right? We will see the another verse. यत्तदग्रे विषम इवा
यत्तदग्रे विषमीव
परिणामे अमृतोपमम्
परिणामे अमृतोपमम्
तत्सुखं सात्विकं प्रोक्तम्
तत्सुखं सात्विकं प्रोक्तम्
आत्मा बुद्धि प्रसादजम्.
आत्मबुद्धिप्रसादजम्.
Please read it.
That in which the beginning may just like
Poison.
poison, but at the end is just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization, is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness.
So here we are talking about, so it's a like a person who is in the mode of goodness, he will just keep doing his work, right? He will be doing hard work and he is not bothered what will happen at the end. You see what will be his result. In the beginning it may be like a poison, but at the end it will be nectar, right? So when you think about material and spiritual, in material you will have the beginning so much of enjoyment, so much of planning, you will have so much of enthusiasm. You take any event, any activity of material you think about, you will feel like too much of enthusiasm in the beginning, but over a period of time, at the end there will be too much of stress, anxiety. You take about any function also at your home, we do lot of preparation with enthusiasm, right? And then at the end of it, next day, if you see, people will be lethargic, they will be tired, they will be exhausted. And I remembered one incident at our Aruna Mataji's place, then when she was talking about, like, first time I did such kind of event where we had the Amodar Leela at her place. So like, you did lot of work, but finally you were not exhausted, that some kind of energy was there, right? So when you do spiritual activity with the mode of goodness, when you are doing preparation, there may be some kind of anxiety, some hard work, but at the end of it you will be satisfied. You will feel some kind of bliss inside. You come for Bhakti Vriksha. Initially you may have a you come for classes, any class, you may have a inertia whether to go, whether not to go, it's difficult. But when you stay and then you go back, then you realize, like, it was good, because you will feel some kind of energy, right, from the mind, all the things, whatever in the like, initially it looks like too much of work, too much of burden, too much of effort, but when you complete it, you will get a bliss. So that comes in the mode of goodness. So people in the mode of goodness, what are the characteristics? They work with great determination, enthusiasm, without wavering to success or failure. We just have to do, right? We are doing this Vaishnavi forum classes, we are going and doing the registration, whether one person come, two person come, three person comes, our work is to just do this activity. We never know, the one person who is nurtured like this, he may help us to start another Vaishnavi forum, right? We never know. So it's just that we will have to, like, we have to work as a, like, here as per this, we should just work as a mode of goodness, but we should come out of every mode. But at this stage we are talking about, like, if you work in the mode of goodness, that is the, like, we should work with enthusiasm and determination, right? And how this we call it as like Amrit and Vish kind of shloka, where in the beginning it is poison, but at the end it will be like a nectar. This was about mode of Rajogun. This was about Sattvagun, mode of goodness. Now we are going to mode of passion, which is Rajogun. So all these things we are talking from life manual only, from Bhagavad Gita, nothing. So life skill classes in corporate also, they should just teach like this only. The person is not behaving properly, okay, analyze he is in which mode, you know, and how he should help him to come out of that mode, right? Then no anxiety, everybody will work happily, right? So we will see this mode of passion. रागी कर्म फला प्रेप्सुर
रागी कर्म फला प्रेसुर
लुब्धो हिंसात्मको शुचि
लुब्धो हिंसात्मको शुचि
हर्ष शोकान्विता कर्ता
हर्ष शोकान्विता कर्ता
राजसा परिकीर्तिता.
राजसा परिकीर्तिता.
Please read it.
Hare Krishna. The worker who is attached to work and the fruits of work, desiring to enjoy those fruits, and who is greedy, always envious, impure, and moved by joy and sorrow, is said to be in the mode of passion.
So ragi karma phala prepsur. He will do the work. First thing he will ask, what is it for me? What will I get out of it? We are applying for a job. First thing is how much salary. Salary is ठीक है, but more, with one time you may get 60 lakh, 70 lakh, 1 crore ka package. But finally, if you are not able to work, only after 2 months you are frustrated. What is the use of it? So see all the condition, right? Looking for a husband, life mate, and then seeing हाँ बहुत beautiful है, सूरत के साथ सीरत भी देखना है ना. So all these things we have to see, right? So it's like you are just, first thing is what is it for me? You are just attached to fruits of the work. What will I get? Desiring to enjoy those fruits, and greedy. You're not satisfied with one thing. Today somebody can, like you may, like you take an example of freshers. They get a job, they will be very happy. They will join the organization, and after that they will be interacting with some people or their friends. Their package is so high. I have joined in less package, and then they are greedy. So that will happen. These people work in a mode of passion. I want this. I should do this. 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, penthouse, then big house, and then after that children got married, then more bigger house. Like that, the struggle will keep going. That is mode of passion, because they can't sit silently, calm. They want to do something in life. They feel like till end of my life I want to do. I want to be till the last breath. I want to enjoy. I want to keep doing things. So these are mode of passion. Moved by joy and sorrow. Today you're very happy. Like then you will throw a party. Sad, kill everybody. So it's like pendulum moving from one side to another. The Sattvagun wala is equipoised in same situation. Like you have got good happiness or some sorrow, like you are equipoised, managing nicely all the situation. This person happy matlab to सारी दुनिया happy हो गई. Sad means everybody is sad. So like that this person will be. So this is mode of passion, right? Clear? So after this session you people have to analyze. You are in which mode, right? So we'll move to the next part. So every shloka what we are talking about, we are discussing about the characteristics, and we are discussing when he works, how he works and what kind of reactions, right? That nectar and poison. So here we will see what will be for him. Vishayendriya sanyogat
विषयेन्द्रिय संयोगात्
yattad agre amritopamam
यत्तद् अग्रे अमृतोपमम्
pariname visham eva
परिणामे विषमीव
tatsukam rajasam samritam.
तत्सुखं राजसं संवृतम्.
Please read it.
That happiness which is derived from contact of the senses with their objects and which appear like nectar at first but poison at the end is said to be of the nature of passion.
So this is between senses and sense object. You saw something, you want to buy something, you want to enjoy something. After some time, you realize, oh, why did I buy for it? Why did I go for it? So you try to get the things. See, you think about you are looking for a life mate, and then at that time you are in the mode of passion. Then after that you'll say, oh, मैंने तो गलती से choice कर लिया immediately. So modes very dangerous, right? The situation and decision if you take, how it will be impacting, right? So these where you have to very careful, like in all the situation, like which mode we are in, right? Because it's like a puppet we are moving, है ना? So here if you see, you will be attracted, enjoying, and after some time you are saying it will be like a poison. Anything you can like recollect which you feel like, yeah, it is very happy, giving happiness in the beginning, but after that it's like a poison. Can you recollect something?
All social media मत beginning में बहुत entertaining मजा आता है ना, slow धीरे धीरे we understand कि हम competitive, बहुत negative traits हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा competitive हो रहे हैं.
हाँ, that is one thing, right? Any other? Shopping. Party. This one example which I can recollect is instant food. Like fast happiest जल्दी cooking. उसके बाद अंदर क्या हो रहा है? Right, it spoils our body. That is the instant वाला जो होता है ना, like instant happiness, and that will create problem at the end. This ready-made paratha, all this kind of thing, right? So initially it will be very easy. We always do that work, na. Mostly we try which is easy to do, and later we will see, right? But if we try that, okay, initially it will be effort, little. See, the thing is, you just take an example. People rush for execution. That means they are in the mode of passion. Fast करना है. But if you sit calmly, plan, and spends good time in planning, and then, because initially it will be problematic when you sit and calmly do this, but you see after that your execution will become easy. But execution में you will struggle and you will make everybody struggle. So that's how in our Bhakti Riksha or in any our event, we should spend good time in planning. If our planning is proper, execution will happen just like that. But if we just go rush, putting flyer, banner like this, nothing will happen. So we have to just be planned. So this mode you can see, like how these modes are driving. We just want to do it. Immediately we should do it. Some of the things we have to do it immediately also, but the execution we should see, we are not in a position to do it. Small example I'll give you with this Vaishnavi forum. When we wanted to take one initiative where we wanted to approach apartment, I also would have waited, but I didn't wait, and we made the flyer, because I knew, like, if we make a flyer and approach to secretary, it may take some time. So I would need that much time to plan for the event. But some action we have to, so those kind of things we have to promptly do it. That we can do it when we analyze our modes, right? So mode of passion becomes very dangerous, because we will rush like anything, and we will like make other person's life also miserable. Because if the leader is completely in the mode of passion, team members, what will be their condition, right? He will make everybody run like anything, because he wants to be in the first in the race, right? I hope it's clear, na? Next is mode of ignorance, which is tamogun. Ayukta prakrita stabdha shato naishkritoko alasaha shato naishkritiko alasaha विषादी दीर्घा सूत्री च कर्ता तामस उच्यते Somebody can read it.
Hare Krishna. The worker who is always engaged in work against the injunctions of the scriptures, who is materialistic, obstinate, cheating, and expert in insulting others, and who is lazy, always morose, and procrastinating, is said to be a worker in the mode of ignorance. Hare Krishna.
18.28. So here ignorant person is, you tell him we should get up early, we should chant, we should do this. He will hear everything, but against the injunction. He will not follow. He will tell others also, he may tell others also, you people should do it. But he will not follow. And then he is materialistic. He is completely into materialistic thing and insult others and lazy. You take an example, if a person who is in the mode of passion, a girl is in the mode of passion and she gets married with the person who is in the mode of ignorance, what will happen? Girl will say, I want to go out, I want to travel, we would go for outing. Or husband will say, घर ही अच्छा है, बैठो सो जाओ. Right? What will happen? For how long this gadi will continue? Right? This will be difficult, right? So that's why that guna na, actually I was hearing from Kartikeya Prabhu's session, so that guna thing, so I don't know, this kundali, this thing, but kundali is all about matching the gunas, like gunas in the, like how your modes are matching or not, because if modes are not matching, then it would be a problem. So these days the problem you would be seeing more of divorce cases, because people just get married, they like and they get married. Kundali matching is not happening also, and if in one side, girl side, maybe they want like, no, we want proper match of kundali, but the other side people are casual, then they will ask Pandit only to just match it, just match the kundali. So for the name's sake it will be mapped, right? So this will not continue. So modes are very, very important, because we are living our life based on these modes only. If they are not in the proper, if we are not living the life by analyzing our situation, and if we work with the, you see na, you will be compatible with some person, you may not be compatible with other person, your frequency will match with one other person, you will not be able to do, and then you may try to ignore that person, right? Why this happens? Because of incompatibility in modes, right? So that incompatibility is happening these days in this scenario. Actually, when we are working in corporate, if the leader is an appropriate person and he is living a life manual, life as per Gita, then he will take his team member also in a proper way, and that will build a complete proper strength. People will not be struggling 8 to 10 hours unnecessarily for doing one activity, because teamwork is not happening properly, modes are not matching together, right? So this is required at every level, taking students for studies. Okay, now when we are talking about each shloka about goodness, passion, we are seeing like how the action will be in the beginning and how the reaction at the end. Now what will happen to the ignorant person? Yat agre chanubandhe cha sukham mohanam atmanaha Nidra alasya parmadhotam tattamasam udharitam. And that happiness, yat agre chanu bandhencha. See, agre mane aage, hai na? So that happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from the beginning to end, which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion, is said to be in the nature of ignorance. 18.39. Now while distributing Bhagavad Gita and this, you would come across such kind of people, right? People are completely ignorant, so for them nothing, they don't they're blind to self-realization. They will never think like there is something needed, like we should understand about ourselves. They will be completely out of it. Khana, pina, sona, like they are completely into laziness, sleep. You will see many people like they don't even, if you go and tell them about you are the soul, self-realization, they are completely into an ignorance. They don't want to listen to any of these things. For them, if you show them Bhagavad Gita, like we used to say in the beginning, when we were doing book distribution, we used to say we have never seen deaf and dumb people, but now when we do book distribution, we see so many deaf and dumb, because we will be showing book and we will be asking, would you like to take book, or those things. Like they will be behaving as if they are not hearing, seeing also. So we will see in the entire Kaggadasapura, so many dumb deaf people are there. We didn't know only. So that is the ignorance kind. But like you, when you do book distribution, you will see this kind of things you will come across. And we remembered one situation where a girl was coming nicely and she saw me and Janki Mataji and Aradhana Mataji, and she suddenly picked up her phone like as if she is busy on phone. so so these are the things which will come. So ignorant, they don't want to even listen. So that's why when we know all this, na, when you talk to people, I have realized when I was teaching also, and when I was teaching to some, like I had some African students when I was teaching them, and then I was computer skills I was teaching. I used to feel so much of effort. I was feeling like sometimes I am teaching to wall. Because the other person won't understand. So ignorant, if you know the modes, na, you would know whether to put energy and effort to this person or whether we should leave it. You are doing some activity, and if you are teaching it to somebody and you know he is ignorant, immediately after you, once you analyze, leave it. कुछ नहीं हो सकता, छोड़ दो, आराम से उसकी जर्नी होगी कभी, है ना. So that's how understanding modes is very, very important in every activity. So now you have to analyze which mode you are in. Which mode you are in, can you analyze? Mix, hai na? So modes, like we will not be, it will keep varying, it will be a mixed. No pure goodness, no pure passion, no ignorance, right? It will be a mixed. So mix of all these things will make a personality. Morning our behavior will be different, afternoon it will be different, now it will be different. So you are sitting here, all of you will be, it's a mode of goodness, right? And like if there are some girls, okay, they are maybe outside they are smoking and they are drunkard, the dresses what they wear is different, but when they come here, Hare Krishna, right? And that environment will make this. So modes cannot be same. You can't say like the person, you can't put a label, this person is bad or this person is good, because it will be a mixed mode, will keep changing, your behavior will change. So that's why this this spiritualistic mind is important, because if we understand all these modes, then dealing with each and every individual will be very nice, because nobody is bad, na, and nobody is good. It's all that's modes are working on that. So today somebody is troubling us, then we will have to analyze, like this person is behaving like this because mode of passion is acting on him, or mode of ignorant. I remember like in the initial stage when we were learning Bhagavad Gita, and when we as a team, when we were interacting with each other, and somebody suddenly comes from office and she comes from different environment and suddenly comes to this, and we were having discussion, then suddenly she will be in that, no, we should do like this. Suddenly then she will realize, oh sorry Mataji, I was in the mode of passion because I just came out of it. So this mode, like that understanding is very important. Otherwise what will happen, the other person also might feel why she is behaving like this, though these are the people who were learning Bhagavad Gita, but then they realize no, we were coming in a different mode, so I should like I was in the office and I was in completely different mode, right? So this modes understanding and how to come out of it we will understand now, but first thing we should understand mode. When we understand which mode we are in, then we will try to understand, okay, how to come out of this mode, so that we should not be running like this. Somebody is controlling this nature, that nature, no, I don't want to be like this, I want to be equipoised, right? Then we will see how we can be. So this, as I was giving you a color palette combination, like you mix RGB, you will get infinite colors. Similarly, you can see infinite number of people with different kind of nature with the combination of Rajogun, Sattvagun and Tamogun. We will see here, as we said, like there is no pure Rajogun, no pure Tamogun, right? So it's a mixed. Sometimes one will be heavy on others, sometimes another will be heavy on others. So we will see that shloka. See, if you see Bhagavad Gita, like how nicely everything is given. Who are you? Why you are like this? Who is driving you? How you can come out of it? Sometimes what will happen? This is completely life, right? So we'll see here. Rajastamascha bhuyeya Sattvam bhavati bharata Raja sattvam tamaschaiva Tama sattvam rajastatha. Somebody would like to read?
Hare Krishna. Sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent, defeating the mode of passion and ignorance. O son of Bharata, sometimes the mode of passion defeats ignorance and goodness and ignorance, and at other times ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there is always competition for supremacy. Bhagavad Gita 14.10.
So we, as we said, no, nothing is pure. Sometime one become prominent, like here, mode of goodness become prominent, defeating the mode of passion and ignorance. So who is telling this?
Lord
Krishna is telling to Arjuna. Now, like, it is not like some life skill trainer is telling. Krishna is telling, like, you people are in different mode. Sometimes this mode will be heavy, sometimes that mode will be heavy. So this is, see, it is very nicely Krishna has to come. He is telling about, I made you like this because you wanted to enjoy, and you wanted to enjoy. That's why based on this you have got different behavior. Now Arjuna is saying, no, I want to come out of it, please guide me. Okay, now he is asking for guidance. Chalo, I will give him guidance. So that's how he is telling. Different modes are there, sometimes this. So then he will tell Arjuna, you come out of everything. So here if you see, sometimes one mode will be heavy, sometimes another mode. So the example of this is like you cannot label any person good or bad, because today when he is good, that means mode of goodness is prominent as compared to passion or ignorant. He is bad, then mode of passion or ignorant are prominent, right? Because of that it's happening. So this mode are varying. That's why person's nature is varying. Person is not good or bad. So that vision we can have only when we understand all these aspects. So now the question is, how do we, now this part is clear, these modes are driving, nature is executing, all this part is clear. Now how do we come out of it? We don't want to be a puppet in the hands of Prakriti, right? We want to come out of it. कैसा लगता है ना, like somebody is pushing us from one nature to another. We don't want to be in angry mood, we want to be calm, peaceful, right? See, one thing is always there, we cannot run on our own, right? We are not the controller, Ishvara is the controller. So since we are not listening to Ishvara, so Prakriti is controlling based on guna. So if we come out of the guna and give our door to Ishvara, right, then we will come out of this guna, right? It's like you are under, like God has appointed a headmistress for us. Prakriti, and because we are naughty children, so she is controlling us. But now we say, now we have become a obedient child. Now we don't want any tutor for us. So we will lead as per your direction, right? It happens na in a class also. Teacher is class, we have 40 students and teacher is monitoring. All 40 students are of not of same mentality. So what teacher will do, she will make some groups and then she will make group leader, and they will work under the guidance of group leader, and slowly when they understand their perspective, so then they will be all streamlined and then teacher can control, right? So that's how we all have to come out of nature, material nature, and come under the guidance of Lord. So now how do we come out of these modes? So there is a, see, every aspect is nicely given here, है ना? पुरुषा प्रकृति स्थो ही
पुरुषा प्रकृति हि
भुंक्ते प्रकृति जन गुणान
भुङ्क्ते
प्रकृति जान गुणान कारणं गुण संगोस्य
कारणं गुणसङ्गोऽस्य
सद असद योनि जन्मसु.
सदसद्योनि जन्मसु.
So living entity in material nature thus follows the way of life, enjoying the three modes of nature. This is due to his association with material nature. Thus he meets with good and evil among various species. So here association is the key, right? So when you are associating with what kind of people, that's how your mode will vary. So in Bhagavad Gita you will see food in the mode of goodness, food in the mode of passion, ignorance, charity in the mode of goodness, worship in the mode of goodness, passion, all these things you will see. Because you are with which association, based on that you will perform those activities, right? That's why in our like first thing is told to us, like you should eat sattvic food, because you first completely, you please come out of the tamasic ignorance से बाहर तो आओ तभी तो, because ignorant person is like he doesn't follow scripture injunctions, right? So if you are eating, like if you are eating non-veg, onion, garlic, then understanding intoxication, if all these things are there, person will not be ready to take those instructions also. So to take the instructions, so that's why this prerequisite is there. You should eat is association with the food, right? Food in the mode, various modes. So first thing is come out of the food habits which are in the mode of ignorant, come out of intoxication, right? So intoxication also, if you see, it's like people will drink and in the beginning they will enjoy, and if they drink too much they will vomit, right? So those kind of things are there. Anything you take, the people will smoke, maybe they may enjoy in the beginning, that might be there, but after that how it would be spoiling lungs. So it's like maybe, what do we say, it is in the beginning it will be like a nectar, but at the end it will be like a poison. So this food, dealing with the people, charity, people give charity, right? So what is the best charity for the people? What is the best charity we should do? Give them the holy name. You want to give something, right? Give them something which will really help them to come out of all the anxiety, which is Harinam Sankirtan, correct? So we have to understand these modes, and we have to see how do I come out of it. So that means, then that's how Lord is explaining in Bhagavad Gita, mode of passion people, what kind of food they eat, what kind of charity they would like to do. So when you understand, then you say, oh, mode of passion is like this, or they eat this kind of food, I should not be eating. Mode of ignorance is such kind of people, and this kind of food, that means we should not be eating. So when you understand this, then you will know, okay, these kind of food we should not be eating, these kind of activities we should not be doing. But people are so ignorant, they don't want to come and hear also about all these things. When they understand, who will do? Nobody will do, right? when person understand, oh, this kind of food if we do, we will be in this mode of ignorant, this is what will happen with us, we will be morose, we will be lethargic, we will be lazy. No, actually nobody wants to be lazy, right? We want to be live. Actually we should be doing our work, because we have so many spiritual activities, we don't have time to be lazy also, right? So to do that, we have to ensure we don't eat too much, we eat sattvic food, we associate with good people. So all these things are important, so that we can come out of the various modes. Okay, so which is the good mode to be in? So you have seen various modes, right? So what do you feel, which mode is the best? Huh? So good mode of goodness is good, है ना? So here if you see, there is a story of prince and his soldiers and ministers. So there was a prince and he had his minister and soldiers. So they got defeated by another king. So what they did, they put them in a jail. For the king, they put him in a jail which was made up of gold, this thing, है ना, पूरा जेल गोल्ड का था, लॉक भी गोल्ड का है. एंड फॉर मिनिस्टर सिल्वर, एंड फॉर सोल्जर्स iron. So jail they have put. So now king will be happy. Why? He is in gold ka jail, na?
That's
But
a goodness, huh?
goodness. So we all are in jail only, right? Whether it is goodness, passion, or goodness person, what will happen for him? He will see, I have a good job, I am doing good thing, I am doing good charity, so I am happy. So he will not be able to come out of it. So that is also not good. When you go through actually, when you go through cosmology, na, when you see about universe, that time you will understand. I used to always say, अच्छा है मुझे कभी social science समझ ही नहीं आई, अब पता चल रहा है क्यों नहीं समझ आई. तब if I would have understood that at that time, then this would be very very difficult to understand. So there, if you see, na, if you are in this Bharatvarsha and you have got this human form, if you do this activity, you can come out of it. Other planetary system, they won't have this chance also, because they will have lot of opulence. When you have lot of opulence, they will not think of coming out of that opulence also. So Lord has given us such kind of anxiety or this thing to help us come out, to help us get rid of all these things. So this kind of thing which has been given to us, it's actually a blessing to come out of it. And it's like Lord is very merciful to the people of, like भारतवर्षा बोलते हैं ना कि भारतवर्ष भूमि पे जन्म लिया है, तो इट्स वेरी, क्योंकि वहाँ लेने का पर्पस ही यही है कि सो दैट you have all the favorable condition to come out of the repeated birth and death with a simple process. So why did I go into that? Because we were talking about modes, like which mode. So no mode is good, है ना? So here what is happening? Why mode, neither of these mode is good? Because of this. See, this reason is also given. What is the reason? Sattvam sukhe sanjati,
सत्वं सुखे संजयति
Raja karmani bharata,
राजकर्मणि भारत
Jnanam avritya tu tamaha,
ज्ञानम् आवृत्य तु तमः
Pramade sanjayate uta.
प्रमादे संजयति उता.
है ना? Somebody can read this, please.
O son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to the happiness, passion conditions one to fruitive action, and ignorance covering one's knowledge binds one to madness.
Bhagavad Gita 14.9, है ना? So here mode of goodness person is happy. ठीक है ना, जेल में है, गोल्ड की जेल है, it's fine, है ना? So what is that binding them? We were talking about which mode is good, but people are, we will see many people around us, they don't want to come out of it. Goodness people, they are okay, they are happy. Mode of passion people, passion conditions one to fruitive actions. So they are doing something, they are getting some fruits, so they are happy. वी आर फीलिंग लाइक ठीक है, कभी सैडनेस आती है बट बीच में खुशियाँ तो आती हैं ना. सो समटाइम्स यू आर गेटिंग हैप्पीनेस, सो दैट दे आर फीलिंग विद किक विद दैट हैप्पीनेस. एंड देन इग्नोरेंट तो कतई ही नहीं है उसको, उसकी तो नॉलेज ही कवर्ड है. सो ही डजंट नो, सो वी कॉल इट ना नॉलेज इज अ ब्लिस. He is not feeling only, they will be thinking why these people are getting early, why these people are doing austerity in this thing in Vedic culture. Like people when they were in the earthly platform, they were doing lot of austerity so that they do austerity and come out of it and go to heavenly planet or go to this. They were doing that, and other people were enjoying. So there was one who was there who gave that thing to people who are doing austerity. Na, they have a habit to struggle. They should go to Narak only. And people who are that kind of kaun sa tha king Hiranyakashipu or some that kind of rule he was telling. So majorly people who are doing tapasya, austerity, because people see instant results. What we are doing, what results, that is a mode of passion. But here we are talking about the results which is end of our life, where we want to go. That no, their end is this life end, right? So we have to see people in the earlier Vedic time, they were living to make their next birth elevated. They were not like today I will do good job so that I will have good money, after retirement I will relax, right? That kind of objective was not there. So I have come to this human form. Now how I should come out of it, and like I would have done something wrong, that's why I am here. Now I should use this human form and I should come out of it. That was the base. But these days that ignorance, so people are into madness, right? This binds one to madness. So this part is clear, like why people are not ready to listen to all this, because they are okay, they are happy, some happiness is coming. Take an example of materialistic, where घर के शादी के function हो गए, that grand celebration. So for them that is a kick for them. They are enjoying that. है their life is like one time up, another time down. Then बेटी got married, उसका बच्चा हुआ, उसमें चले गए, वो एक function हो गया. So like that they have some happiness, and that's how life is going. They are into that. They don't understand only like we are in a human form, we can come out of it. No, they are completely out of it. Okay, now this part we discussed. So now we are talking about how do we come out of all these modes, right? This is what how to get out from this mode. So mamchayo, just a second, I think it's so now we will be talking about, we understood what are the various modes and how the reactions are happening, and now we will be discussing about how to get free from all these modes. So Bhagwan has given all the instructions, you should understand, analyze, and then he is giving us the solution, how you can come out of all these modes. Mamchayo vyabhicharena Bhakti yogena sevate Sagunan samatitaita Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Please read it.
One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman.
है ना? So we are in different modes. Now what solution Lord is giving us? What is the solution? Full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcend the mode of material nature and then comes to the level of Brahman. So he is telling us completely clarity, like if you perform devotional service, if you perform bhakti yoga, you will come out of all these modes. So that's how in during our some of the sessions we are discussing about Vaishnava's qualities. That qualities will automatically come. Those qualities which is coming from mode of passion, ignorance or goodness, slow that will completely disappear and bhakta quality will inculcate. There is one chapter in Bhagavad Gita where qualities for bhakta is completely given, right? You may try to acquire, but if you do devotional service, it will automatically come. So, what are the devotional services?
Hare Krishna,
Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam.
So we should do all the whatever we do, this aarti, है ना, temple cleaning, all the activities which we are doing for the Lord, all these are coming under bhakti. Okay. So now this last section, we are coming to the last section, but these things we have discussed, like how to get along with different personalities, as we discussed, like how do we get along with different personalities, but like some kind of glimpse we discussed in this session. If you have some people along with you, now after understanding today's topic, how would you deal with them? How would you get along with them?
Ignorant people will not deal anything. Better to not be associated.
And if some person is harsh to you, then you, instead of like, you may understand like why this person is harsh to you, because so at least that kind of, so ignorant we try to, like when you're dealing with them, when you're trying to teach them something, right, that you will understand. But basically getting along with different personality is basically mean like you will try to understand that person from the spiritual angle. You will not understand from the material angle. This person is like that, this person is good, this person is bad. No, you will try to understand why this person is good or bad, what kind of nature, what kind of modes are acting on him, right? So now this is something like there will be a person in everyone's life who will test all your parameters to its extreme, right? In everybody's life, there will be some person who will check your tolerance, your patience, है ना? Who is that person? Everybody, that is personal. है ना? So there will be one person in everybody's life.
Or more than one.
There will be more than one.
You know, it should
At least one. Minimum one, because there will be many, and that will help us in purification, है ना? And helping us in tolerance. So those things will come automatically if we do devotional service, right? So they will test, what kind of test? Stress test, durability test, functionality test. So all the testing will happen with the, so Lord is very intelligent. He has created a platform for us. Like he will send devotee in our life. He will start as person will start their spiritual journey, है ना? So she will also make sure. Durga Mata, like Prakriti will not put you directly to Lord, right? There will be testing. So how will they test every time? So they have given us platform, environment. Somebody's mother-in-law, somebody's husband, somebody's children, sister-in-law, है ना? Some parents, right? So those are the people who are testing us, whether you are able to retain devotion services in all circumstances, right? That is why then only nature will ensure, like, yeah, they are fixed. Since they are fixed, now Lord will take care. They should be out of the modes, right? This part is clear, right? Why how the ecosystem is designed for us. So here this slide is about what kind of people we meet. Like we will always try to deal with people whom we are comfortable, we are able to manage. But some people who are ignorant, we will stay at distance. We'll just try, like, better not to talk to them, right? So that like these kind of things are important from spiritual angle, as because association is very important. So we have to ensure like we get along with right kind of people. This one, as we have discussed this about example of divorce fight. This is happening if the modes are not compatible. So that kundali matching, these things are very important so that relationships continue. And uh, there was one example, if a wife is ignorant and husband is ignorant, so both of them will drink together, so their life they will enjoy. They are completely passionate, so घूमते रहेंगे. So that's how it will be, है ना. Goodness में होंगे तो they will try to slowly see the realization. So that's how the family will run very nicely, है ना. But in some cases when husband is in different mode, wife is in different mode, liking and disliking will vary, their struggle will happen, right? So that's how it is it's needed. Also not a kshatriya quality wala, है ना. So it's all mixed. So how it is, all this Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra qualities, everything is mixed. So what should we do in Kali Yuga? That's why Lord said, you just do devotional service. When you do devotional service, you will come out of all these things. Your nature will match. Otherwise, nature matching will be done by mode of goodness to mode of goodness, mode of passion to mode of passion. But now, since we all those who are married, those who are not married, and they have to get along with the people, to get along with the people, just do the devotional service. Then it will be easy for us, for everybody to manage with every kind of person. And then I think this is the last one here. Here the thing is, no one wants to work like this, right? Nobody wants. Modes are acting on its own. Are you getting the indication? Like now, I am getting into this mode. No, na. It's automatically come. No warning, no signal. It just comes on its own. So it's coming, acting on its own. So what is said here? Nahi kaschit shranamapi
नहि कश्चित् क्षणमपि
jatu tishtatya karma kret
जातु तिष्ठते कर्मकृत्
karyate hi avasha karma
कार्यते हि अवशा कर्म
sarva prakrite jairguna.
सर्वप्रकृतिजयगुणः.
Somebody can read, please.
Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. Bhagavad Gita 3.5.
So what does it mean? We are forced to act. है ना? I was just giving an example. There is no indication. Whatever nature we have, forcefully we will be acting, है ना? Because it says like no one can sit calmly. The modes will keep acting. You do the chanting also, like some modes, some kind of things will keep coming. Actually, more sleep means more of ignorant kind of this thing. That's how it's being said. Some planning is coming in your mind, like passion is acting. So every time some or other modes would be acting without even we know about it, है ना? And everybody is forced to act helplessly. You are working as per. There was some example given in one of the class, like there was one person. He was this was Kartika Prabhuji's class. Some example was given. One young boy, he started attending classes. Some classes he attended, and one night he was very much frustrated because of something, and his mind, like the thought came for the suicide. And but he was like how we have mentors, na. So but then some sessions he was attended, and then he was connected with mentor. So he realized like I should at least I somehow he realized like I should talk to mentor. When he spoke, and then mentor guided, and then next day when he came, and then he said like I didn't know what happened to me yesterday. I didn't know about it. So these modes will act without like you wouldn't know why it has happened. And then we realize like I was about some, at least in bhakti, if person is there, they will realize like I was trying, God will somehow help them, है ना. But in others they wouldn't know, and suddenly they will react. Actually I have seen in one of our family only, some far this thing like she burnt herself, and she was so beautiful. And we that now when we were going through this now, that time I was thinking, I remembered like when I was in graduation that time, when I went and met her, and I asked like when I went and asked, after a long time I went and asked, आपने कैसे मतलब क्यों हुआ, तो the answer what she gave is I didn't know कि what happened to me that time, I didn't realize only, because we are weak internally. If weak na, then automatically modes will drive. That's why people will without knowing they will do something, some act which will they will realize like we shouldn't have done, है ना. So these modes act like without even our information. So we have to be internally strong, strengthen, understand thing, then we will be able to live life all peacefully. Otherwise life is taken for granted, right? We never went through this kind of manual understanding, है ना. We born, we brought up, and life is going just like that. Whatever is coming, we are preparing for our career, and it's moving. But we never realized about like there is something which is controlling us. People will take some tablets also suddenly, stress management, right? But then because they're not, they don't understand, and that modes are pressurizing them. So this is also who is giving. In Bhagavad Gita everything is given, like modes will act helplessly without even we know about it. Okay, so what we should do to live peacefully with the association of all the people, manage the people properly, how do we do it? Minimize the effect of modes and hate the sin, not the sinner. That's why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, because earlier Krishna was coming with his weapons, है ना, to kill the demons. But now he came with Kali Yuga, he came with Harinam Sankirtan, because otherwise he has to kill everybody, na. Because demon is there in everybody's so what he has to do? He has to kill the demon inside, है ना. So if demon is killed inside, then we'll be happy. And don't form perception on people, because that is depending on the modes, है ना. And don't ponder too much on others' misbehavior. This person has done this, and we'll be wasting our another energy, time in analyzing why that person has done. And should have a higher goal. What is our higher goal? To attain love of Godhead, to come out of the cycle of birth and death, to come out of the biggest problem. The biggest problem is birth, death, old age, disease. So we want to come out of all this problem, right? We don't want to grow old, we don't want to die, we don't want any disease. All these things can only happen when we come out of this defective body and we get spiritual body. You know? So any question? So I thought I will half I'll do, but it's so continuous, na. We can't skip. Chelsea was suggesting to break it in two parts, but this is so continuous part. All the shlokas are related, so that's why we completed today. Okay. Any question? Then we'll go for mantra meditation. Chelsea, close. क्लोज कर